Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening. Wherever you are around the world. Okay. Hope everyone is good today. Seeing some people in the chat. We're getting Shane Raid. Big up the absolute legend that is Shane Gooner. Each and every time. You want to know something? Raid. Big up, man. Big up, Mr. Waffle. Big up, Jason Carter. 1 second raid. Jeez, I hope you're still here then, unless you mean 1 second and you're dipping out again. But big yourself up. Hyper in the building, my bro. Hope you're well today. Like Thief. Shane Raid. Good afternoon, views. Good afternoon, my friend. Good afternoon. Hope you are well today. Hope everyone is good today. Who else have we got in the building? Vigilante, Shane Raid. Big yourself up, my bro. Hope you are well today as well. AFC always. Broski. Withdrawn from the chase, Arsenal intends to prepare a new offer. Literally contradicts the very next sentence. We're going to get into it. Because the window's open again, guys. The window is open again. And lo and behold, I'm not even, do you know what it is? Like I said, I'm resigned, guys. I'm resigned. I'm on YouTube. I support Arsenal. I'm going to report the news. Do I believe the news? Not really. Do you know what I mean? Because as AFC says, it literally contradicts itself one day after the other. One day we got Fabrizio saying, Gyökeres has chosen Arsenal. La-di-da, turn down United. The next day it's, Arsenal have froze everything because Sporting are asking for too much money. It's like, for God's sake, bro. Like I was saying yesterday on Aaron's channel, big up Aaron, man. Aaron talks Arsenal. Big up all the people that was over there on his channel as well, for the little 9 p.m. show that we done. I was saying to Aaron, like, everyone needs content. Everyone needs content. You know what I mean? You know, my Bitsio Bravado, I'm going to change his name. You never know. You might get a few skits. I've been thinking about that. You know what I mean? Because I've been telling you guys, I don't know if I can get his accent. You know, but let's get into the transfer lies together. And then it breaks. Doom, 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 doom. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, every day there's a video from Fabrizio and he's literally like just repeating what he said the day before. Maybe there's a slight variation. So what do you believe, guys? What do you believe? You know, but instead of waking up just like steaming out the ears every day, I just thought, you know what, we're just going to talk about the news. If anything good happens, it happens. But you want to know something? I don't expect it to happen. It's possible that Berta can just go mad. Still, it's still possible, guys. But is it likely? That's another thing I say quite a lot. At this moment in time, I'm not seeing so. You know, I'm hearing from one too many gooners, just calm down. It's only this date. It's only that date. Please don't tell me what to do, innit? Yeah, I think you guys are delusional most of the time, but I don't tell you to stop supporting Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't tell you how to support your team. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear that, bro. And as Dan said yesterday as well, big up Dan, big up Shane, all that was over on his platform, Legends, Kenny, Jez was over there. You know what I mean? And like he's saying in it, like we got PTSD. Like, of course, we're gonna feel this way. Well, a majority of the fans, or I won't even say majority, a selection of the fans are gonna feel this way because we've got PTSD. I've heard all the different angles. You know, if you only want trophies, why do you support Arsenal? I've heard all of that, but you can't say that to a lifelong supporter who don't know any different, who was born in the kit. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you're my age or you're older, you don't just change your team, even if you're fed up with them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, guys. I don't know, but let's get your topics in. This is the intervention. I'm going to put the link out in a minute. If anyone does want to come up and have a chin wag, then feel welcome. It's basically you guys' show. But the window reopens. I was reading a little bit about Mbeumo. It's not looking so clear cut for him in his Man United move. I mean, I think he's still interested in United. I think United, you know, is still somewhere that he wants to actually go and play football. However, the way that he was talking about Thomas Frank yesterday, I'm not even going to bring up Sky. I could, but just go on Sky. I mean, if you guys check the news, you probably would have seen it anyway. Do you know what I mean? But the way he was talking about Thomas Frank and he believed in me and he knows how to get the best out of players and things like that. I don't know, guys. Is there any Man United fans in here? How are you guys feeling about Mbeumo as well? Is that definitely going to happen? Because imagine if he goes to Tottenham. But like I said, each and every day, there's almost like there's a new scenario to put yourself in. Because at one point, United could have ended up with Cunha, Gyökeres, and Mbeumo. Imagine that. That would have, bro, that would have spun the league, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would have been challenging, but it would have been nowhere as bad as this year. They'll be in the top half. Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? It's something that I didn't want to see as an Arsenal fan. Like, what do you mean? Then all of a sudden we get the news, oh, Gyökeres' agent has proof. That come out of Fabrizio's mouth as well. Gyökeres' agent has proof. So now we're thinking, cool, well, if there's evidence and proof to say that there was agreement, then we might be able to still get this player for the money that we want to pay. Then obviously yesterday it came out that Arsenal were frozen all of their action. And now we're pivoting back to Sesko and Watkins. Do you know what this? Do you know what I really think, guys? I honestly, I'm not going to sit there and say that we're literally doing nothing, but this is just the tabloids and the in the nose and all of the people on X and things like that. This is just them trying to make content, guys. It's them trying to make content, man. Maybe the club knows about some of the rumors. Maybe they fan some of the rumors to try and give it more legs for a little bit of a distraction tactic, smoke signals, things like that. But again, this window, it just smacks of being unprepared again. Like, we don't really know who we want. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to go hard and try and lock down that person. We don't know who we want. That's what it feels like, man. That's what it feels like. Let me get into some of these comments, though. Good evening, views. Big up, man. Big up, Mr. Battered. Hope you're well today. Big yourself up. Thanks for passing through. Big up, Mr. Robo. Big up, views, like and subscribe, people, or margins. The cat will be our new mascot, bro. It can't get any worse than what it is. Like, we had a professional player as our mascot last year. If you didn't know his name, Butler Oyedeji. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it can't get any worse, my friend. It can't get any worse. Big up AJ, big up, man. You want to know something? Arteta actually bottled the Prem at 93%. Yeah, that should have got him sacked alone. End of. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. The fact that you finished 8th 2 years in a row, you should have been sacked for that. And then if you weren't, then on the third time lucky, you couldn't get champs football and we lost out to Spurs. Sacked. This year, couldn't win for love nor money, but Spurs can after having 22 losses in the league. You should be getting sacked for that, in my opinion. But so many people that got FOMO or something. I won't even say FOMO because that's like fear of missing out. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're too scared of what's going to happen if Arteta was to ever leave. Didn't people say that under Arsene Wenger? Did the club fold? You know what I mean? The club didn't fold, guys. That's my point. You need to just, like, things have to change if we want to see better. If everyone's just happy to coast, no problem. But then don't come over here telling me that I must go and support another team or I'm a glory hunter because I'm not happy to coast. You might be happy to coast. That's cool. I'm not happy to coast. Big up AJ, man. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps views out. It really does. And big up AJ, man, doing the good work each and every time. Big up Mr. Battered. Arteta Roberta on Windows 9.5 settings, bro. I couldn't put it better myself. I couldn't put it better myself. Big up AJ said, with Son leaving, I see Spurs getting both Brian Mbeumo and Wissa. We should be buying both. Listen, 100%. Wissa plays on the left and Mbeumo plays on the right. I think, who was saying it? I think was someone saying if there weren't no Saka at Arsenal, I can't remember who was saying it. If there weren't no Saka at Arsenal, Mbeumo probably would have chose Arsenal over United. I think it was on the show yesterday, or did Touchline, because the young Man United fan was like, he's already rejected Arsenal for Man United. Like, to be honest with you, Arsenal fans, like, was there anything concrete to say that we'd even put in an offer for Mbeumo? Do you know what I mean? I don't even know if we did, because you know what Arteta's like. It's the same reason we might not get a new number 10 this year, or an attacking midfielder of some sort, because you don't want to replace Odegaard. Same for Havertz. And this is another reason why people that I respect in the game And I respect their opinions of saying we're probably not going to end up getting none of these guys because he doesn't want to rock the boat. You don't want to rock the boat with what do you call it, with Havertz. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said now I'm looking at Arteta like you are going against the progression of the club now with your stubborn ways. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now you're like, because your stubbornness and your refusal to adapt is now to the detriment of the club and us moving forward. We're missing out on market opportunities for players that are not good enough, but they're your players, the teacher's pet players. Odegaard, you're not consistent enough. I don't care what anyone says. Havertz, you're not good enough, bro. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. No one, like, Arsenal fans didn't say to Arsenal, go and get Havertz. That was all Arsenal and the team and Arteta. You understand what I'm saying? You're just not good enough. So that's just what it is. And we're wasting time. We're wasting money, big wages on players that are not worth those wages. So now it's at the detriment of Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. I'm not on here shouting, screaming, oh, why are the players not coming in? I've kind of gone beyond that. But I just want to put you on game. I just want to, you know what I mean? Just tell you what I'm seeing because that's what I'm seeing, guys. That's what I'm seeing. We're gonna get left behind, man, or we're not gonna get left behind. If we ain't first or second, we'll be third. So then people are gonna. Everyone was so happy with this second. What people are happy to now see us drop to third. Like, what's it gonna take, people? I see regression this year. I saw regression last year. But even last year, I still believe that we might be able to win the title just because it went down to the last day. You'd be an idiot if you didn't like. Of course, it's not possible, but it's likely. Or it's possible, but is it likely? However you want to put it. So big up Godfrey though in the building. Big up views in the community. Yeah, man. Big yourself up, man. We're all right today. Numbers going up and down this morning, but that's all right. All the people that are here with me, I love you guys. I really mean it. Please hit the like for me. Let's see if we can get to 30. I normally say 40, but I don't know. We might have a slow afternoon today. So let's see if we can get to 30. AJ, hope you're all good, G. Dappins in the chat, we love to see it. Big up Mr. Robo, big up, man. What do you guys want to talk about? I mean, the window's open again. I mean, let's be honest, the moment it hit 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and everything is on go again, Arsenal should have had some news out. But of course, we don't do it like that. That's what I was saying about Bert. I want to see Montgomery Berta. The moment that the window opens, release the hounds. And as Shane was saying, it don't matter if you're in the Club World Cup or not. Man United or not, Liverpool or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Our Man City's just doing their business quick because of the Club World Cup. Man City do their business quick anyway. And that's the real reason why it kind of put off Wirtz and that they didn't really want to pay all of the money and they wanted to get it done quick. Once they agreed on what they agreed on, they wanted it to go quick. And Wirtz is still far arsing about. So that's what put them out the running. Like I said on Aaron's yesterday, from last January until June, that's 6 months. That's 6 months in 2025. 6 months, guys. And they've spent close to 400 million. And we're out here talking about, oh, we might have 150 million to spend like it's some unprecedented summer. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. The levels are different. It's not FIFA. It's not Football Manager. It is. It is. This is a business, as everyone keeps telling me. So don't tell me to be sympathetic. Business, you're not sympathetic. If your business don't do well, your business closes down. It's cutthroat. Don't tell me about their sentiment in business. Which part? Do you know what I mean? So if you want to use that context, we can use that context, but you're not providing value. Not for every one of your customers, only for a selection. But like I said as well yesterday, that selection is the majority. So in their mind, they are doing everything right, or whatever they're doing is enough to please the masses. Yeah, it's enough to please the masses. Like I keep saying to Shade and everyone, I think we are the cult, guys. We are the cult. We are smaller in number. We are going against the grain. And I just keep hearing, we know that's how Arsenal do their business. We know Arsenal are usually like this. Or when have Arsenal ever done that? I hate that. I hate that. For me, it's a bit of a lazy argument, man. What can you never can nothing ever change? I was saying it yesterday. Can nothing ever change? Can nothing ever change in life? Because for me, That is the only one guaranteed thing in life is change. Whatever has a start has a finish. Whatever has a beginning has an end. You understand? What goes up must come down. That kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But let me know what. I mean, let me know how you guys are feeling. Are you feeling panicked? Are you feeling a bit more cool? I'm feeling a bit more cool just because I'm resigned. I'm not happy, guys. I'm not filled with confidence. You know what I mean? I'm not confident that we're gonna get the right business done that we need to get done. I've asked plenty of Arsenal fans what they think will happen. I'm hearing 3 players, 4 maximum. Let me ask the chat that because I think we need minimum 6 players this summer. Because some players are gonna go, and we got a small squad already. I would even like more, and they don't all have to be world beaters. If you get me 3 like really good players, market opportunities, and then a couple of loans, maybe some prospects, or I'm all right with that. I understand Berta's not going to be able to fix everything in one summer, but I still expected a lot more than what I'm seeing. Like you're even taking all this time to wrap up contracts. I don't know if the Trossard information is real, whether we offered him more money but no extra time. I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know. But that isn't competent for me. Excuse me. Giving Lokonga extra time in his contract, that's not competent to me because we couldn't sell him anyway. We can't loan him out. People don't want him. So I put more time on his contract. If anything, you try and sell him again, even if it's for a small fee because he's got a year left or whatever, or you just rip up the contract and wipe your hands clean of it. That's where we're kind of at the moment. Burn it all down and start again, sort of thing. Because remember, a lot of these top gooners and people that back this manager, they're always making excuses for him. It's the board, it ain't Arteta. It's not. Arteta has the last say in transfers. I think we're seeing now, if it was the board that had all the power, then there wouldn't be all of this Berta's going for Sesko. People like Hooks, I think I heard him say that he thinks Berta and Arteta are on the same page about Sesko. He might be right. He might be right, but I just got a feeling that ain't the case. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying I've got the feeling that's not the case. This is what the intervention's for. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me get into the chat. Godfrey, Victor Yokeres chose us, so why are we taking our time? Just get it done. Godfrey, my bro, I woke up today and the news is like all of the ongoing talks and that have stopped. We've frozen it because Sporting want too much money, and now we're pivoting back to Watkins and Sesko. It's like the story changes day after day after day. So what do you believe? And at the same time, everyone's making videos the same as me. I'm talking about the transfer window because we all need content. And as long as you realize that, I'm not saying someone like Ornstein or Fabrizio always get it wrong or that don't believe a word they're saying, but you have to know how to pick and choose between the things that actually make sense and what don't. Big up Aaron. We were going through another one of these. I think it might even have been Fabrizio. We was going through someone's tweet, maybe Ornstein, and they're just going over the same. You're saying nothing. We don't know. They're interested in Sesko. They're interested in Gyökeres. We're talking to both. There's offers for both, but we don't know who they want. But be patient. It could take a week, weeks, or what. Like, so what are you saying? You don't know who you want. It could take weeks, and then I've also heard the argument that, oh, we're waiting for July so we can help out other teams in terms of the annual business from the business year from whatever month to whatever month. So the business year might end in July or start again in July. And here comes the Good Samaritans Arsenal, the College of Northwest Arsenal. Here we come to help out people again. And Man City worried about that. Like I said, from January to June, bro, 6 months, they spent nearly 400 million with 115 over their head and all that. That's what I'm trying to say. Why does our club never just try and, I'm not saying break the rules, because a lot of our fans and a lot of our clubs been brought up on the whole classy Arsenal bollocks. I'm not saying break the rules. I'm saying bend them a little bit though, innit? Do something. For once in your life, I'm not saying every window go out and splash bare money, but when you've just come second 2 years in a row, and the last year you came second, you was 2 points off the title. You'd think that last year we would have gone mad. What Liverpool's done this year. Because as well, let me big up Liverpool because they learned from their COVID year. They won the league, they never backed it afterwards, and then they dropped off again for 5 years. This year, they won the league, and look how they're moving, bro. And everyone's like, and even Hooks, this is another point that he come up with yesterday. Everyone's like, oh, everything we do is going to work out bad, and everything that other teams is going to bang. Basically, he's basically saying that Wirtz might come and not bang, and that's a point. Shevchenko came and not bang. Kesman came to not bang. There's players over the years that are very, very good, world class, and they haven't banged in the Premier League. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about calculated risk. We're talking about doing everything logical to put yourself in the best position of winning. So if you go out and you're buying the best of class and you're buying decent prospects and backups and you've got squad depth and you've covered all angles, no one's saying that you're guaranteed to then go on and win. But what we are saying is that we're happy that you've done everything in your power to get us to the point where we can look to win. You've done everything in your power to make sure you put us in the best position to put our best foot forward. If there's market opportunities, you haven't ignored it. If the squad is small, you've got some depth. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we've got strikers that only header, maybe you go and get someone who's got a good shot or something. Or something different. You cover as many angles as you can. You prepare. That's what you do. You prepare right. And then things might happen. There still might be a million injuries, even though we got squad depth. But if you've got the squad depth, then we can say, well, we was a bit unfortunate. You know, I don't know. And you make sure that squad depth isn't a massive drop-off as well. Competition. So you've done everything you can do. Look at Man City, how many midfielders and wingers and shit they've got. Are you hearing all of their players coming out moaning? Same for Real Madrid, because you need competition. Still stop. Can't even talk. Still sharpen still. You can't come into the game every week knowing that you're going to play next week, no matter what happens. That's my point. Robo's bigging up AJ. Fucking serious fucking frog in my throat, but I feel like that guy that who is we talking about? The referee. We was playing it on Shane's, innit? The referee. But I'm not on MDMA or nothing like that. Fabrizio and Ornstein and all these journos, transfer stories are like Turkish ice cream man teasing the customers, bro. That's basically what it is. Everyone needs content, bro. Just look at these guys. I'm not even saying just look at them like YouTubers. Fabrizio is a YouTuber, bro. Nearly 3 million subs. He's probably banking a lot of money just off the YouTube channel alone. He does adverts. Here we go. What does here we go even mean anymore? Man's doing here we goes for verbals. You should only be doing here we goes for pre-contracts, you know, like pre-agreements, fit paperwork that's signed, or deals that have actually gone through. Here we go, not here we go for verbal. So these guys, they're just like the papers. They need content. They need stories, you know, because people look for the news every day. So, of course, some of the stories are going to contradict. Some of the stories are going to basically just repeat themselves. I've been saying to you guys for months, the moment we got Berta, we're going to get all the same stories, but you're just going to hear that Berta's people likes that person now. So it gives them the license to print the same story, add one sentence, and it's new content. I'm just putting you on game. That's what I'm trying to do. Big up AJ, 9 likes. Come on, guys. I know you lot can do a bit better than that, man. I do appreciate everyone that's in it, though. It is love. I am going to put the link out right now, actually. That's what I'm going to do. If anyone wants to come up and have a chat, I'll probably be going till about 2:30, maybe 2:45 today, because school and work and people's going to start rolling through, and I am downstairs. Let me get to the chat, though. I've been waffling for a bit, and I'll put the link in the chat for you guys as well. Hit those likes up for me, though, man, especially if you're new. Hit subscribe, bring man in. I've got Under the Lens tonight as well with the Volcano, Kyle Walsh Gunner, absolute legend. Finally, we're able to get that across the line. So that's tonight at 7 p.m. I really would appreciate if you guys could pass through. If you've got any questions for the Volcano, then yes, just put a Q by it and I will get to them. Just please be aware that we ask the guest questions first and then we get into the chat a little bit after. I know it's people kind of get impatient and come in and out. So I'm just trying to give you guys the heads up. So come and check out the Under the Lens, 7 p.m. Tonight. And then we got tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. I don't know if any of you lot had seen the interventions or if you've seen Chink's phase on some of the interventions, but his Under the Lens is going to be Tuesday. at 6 p.m. as well. Very funny guy, does podcast stuff all over the internet. You might have seen him doing other stuff. I didn't even know that he done music back in the day. So yeah, man, we should have a lot to chat about on Tuesday. Another Under the Lens for that one. And if any of you guys watch the Winners Talking podcast with Pound Sterling, a man like Big Doug, we should be getting Big Doug. He's an Arsenal fan. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, I watch him a lot on Winners Talking. I don't know if any of you guys watch podcasts, but if you do, then you'll know, you should know who he is, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? He's an Arsenal fan, and I am gonna try and work that out this week, maybe Wednesday or Friday. If it can't be this week, then I'll work it out next week. So look out for that one, man. I'm quite excited about that one, man. I feel like that's quite a catch. So big up, Big Dog. Big up AJ, big up Mr. Battered. Scants is in the building, man. How are you doing today? Hope everyone feels everyone feels differently. If we all bought the same, world would be a boring place. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get it. I just think like I don't know. I mean, I don't really know exactly what that's relating to, unless we're talking about targets. But you're Liverpool, innit? You're Liverpool. I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is Wirtz might not even do well. I expect him to do well. He's arguably the best 10 in world football right now. So when you buy players like that, you can expect them to hit the ground running. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why you pay that kind of money. So Liverpool fans, they're not guaranteed to win the title next year. But is anyone going to say they're not favourites now, especially with how they're moving? A Liverpool fan's going to say we're going into the season and we ain't really done enough. No, they're not going to say that because Liverpool, they're showing ambition, they're showing intent. So that means if you buy the best in class, it don't always mean you're going to win. I hear that. That's a good point. But what it means is that everyone can go in to the next season knowing that the club has put their best foot forward. They've done everything they can do to get you in the position to be successful. If you have a season like Man City and Arsenal did last year, where they sat on their hands, done nothing in the transfer market, and then fell off, you've taken a risk and it's backfired. But if you do everything that you have to do, you get your players in, you make sure you've got good squad depth, good competition, you tick all of the boxes, prepare as best you can. Then if things go wrong after that, then us as fans will say, well, you know what? How can we then get mad at Arsenal when they bought Gyökeres? I'm just hypothetically fucking Rodrigo, Zubamendi. You know, we went out there and showed intent, went out there and got some world-class players in or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Got the best in class, showed some intent, showed some ambition, got squad depth, done all of the things that we're supposed to do, finally got a gunman, all them kind of things, and then we don't go on and win. Can I sit there and be moaning at Arsenal? How? Because you've done what I've asked you to do. You're trying to at least move like a serious club. And when you move like a serious club and you do things properly, then the other stuff will come, won't it? And then I can say, listen, you've done everything you've done everything you can. But big up Scants, man, each and every time, and make sure you guys are subscribing to Scants as well. Big up DJ Dens, broski. Nice to see you back in here, bro. He said, Man United fans, it's only Spurs. He won't go there, bro. Bro, he will go there. I don't know if you saw the way he was talking about Frank, but it didn't look so wrapped up. It didn't look so wrapped up that he's definitely going United. Staying in London, you know, like in terms of moving house and that, bigger club, Champions League, the old manager that you was with. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is it's just not cut and dried. Just like Gyökeres, bro. Even yesterday, even when after Fabrizio dropped all of that bollocks, I still weren't sitting there doing all this and like, yeah, we're getting them because I'm like, take it with a pinch of salt because you're really just saying the same shit. Verbal talks are still ongoing, and you're making new videos every day, bro. So you get me. Same fans who said they wouldn't lose the Europa League final. I know, bro. I know, bro. Same fans that were coming in and trying to jump onto Arsenal fans. We're getting all your targets. The pool's different, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's mad what a couple of days can do, innit? Because now you, man, are not saying that. Then it was Arsenal's fans' time to start getting lemon a bit. And, oh, yeah, look, I thought you were getting Gyökeres. Now it's frozen again. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the merry-go-round of recycled news, guys. It's absolutely mad, man. But big up, Dens. Appreciate you passing through, my bro. Definitely appreciate that. Big yourself up. Hope you're well as well. AJ is saying Scants. 99% agree with that. But when it comes to football, we should all think the same. Get our clubs winning. What really and truly, like everyone's football journey ain't the same. I understand that. But at the same time, Like our football journey is relevant in an Arsenal Football Club. Big up Dave. We had Dave 55 in there yesterday telling me Chelsea are much bigger than Arsenal. That's just not the case. You will be if you keep on winning things and we don't. But at this point in time, you're still not there yet, bro. So when you're the third biggest club in the country, like when is it ever okay to just coast? I'm not saying you need to win every year, but we can't be going 21 without a major. We can't be going half a decade without any trophy. That's what I'm saying. That's it. If I'm looking at the Arsenal and we're doing everything we could, we're making smart decisions, we're trying to make the most calculated risk, and it still goes wrong, how can I be mad at Arsenal? Things happen. That's what Chinks was saying. You know, you don't always win. Even the best teams lose. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can forgive that and have a lot more understanding about that if your team is moving correctly. If we're chasing the game and we need a goal, and your manager's bringing on defenders, and you're low block, and you're not even trying to attack, things like that. This is what we're getting mad at this year. Throw the sink at it. Put on attacking players. Anyway, but big up, man. Big up everyone in the building. Big up Static. I hope you're well today, Static. You said that like Thief High for what you said before on Shane's channel. Yes, I'm aware Rangers fans are grateful for what Arteta did as a player, but for him coaching now, which is different, they don't want him. They don't want him. That's the whole point. Everyone keeps trying to tell me, oh, you're trying to say he's incompetent. I don't think he's incompetent. I don't even think he's stupid. I just don't think he's brave. That's it. You know, I don't think you're as smart as you go on. Where is all these variations? Why are you not able to adapt? Anyone should be able to adapt. If you don't adapt, then you fall behind, bro, and nothing stays the same. Everything moves forward. Time waits for no one. We've always done things like this where then maybe things need to be different then, so we can start seeing a different outcome. And like I keep saying to everyone, yes, I don't think Arteta's a good enough manager for our team at this point in time. I think he's had all the tools that he needs to get everything done, all the time he needs to get everything done, and he didn't do it. Don't give me excuses about injuries or squad size this year, because the last 2 years, none of that was a factor. We had good luck with injuries. You had everything going for you, and you still couldn't do it. So then don't tell me now when everything ain't going for us that, oh, just give him because we could have done it and things are going against us. No, no, no. We've just had 2 years where it wasn't really going against us. Only Saliba got injured. One guy getting injured shouldn't derail your whole title challenge. So we bottled it. And that's when we had the good luck. Now that we don't, you're asking me to be patient, guys. I don't know. I don't know. But big up, man. Big up, Static, man. Have a good show. Big up, man. If you got a duck out, big yourself up. Please hit the likes for me though on the way in or way out. We're on 10 at the moment. Hopefully we can get that to more. Come on, guys. Minimum, let's try and get that to 30, man. Playback gang, we're gonna need you guys to come in clutch today. Big up, AJ. You wanna know something? I fully believe Party is gone. Yeah, man. Why is it taking so long to get that across the line? Don't get me wrong, bro. I don't want to give him 250 a week, like just easy peasy, especially if we do get Zubimendi, because then it kind of makes Party a bit of a rotational player, depending on what you're going to do with Rice. And just what I'm saying, depending on what you're going to do. Because again, none of us really know. He might change the whole formation next season. He might go back to a double pivot. He might do a three at the back. I very much doubt it, but we just don't know, do we? But yes, Big Bad Berta. Why have we only got Gabriel re-signed? You understand what I'm saying? The Party thing might, he's old, not old, like, but he's older. I still think he's got a good couple of years left in him. However, last season was a very good season for him. It might be like with Salah, like these men are just trying to get their contract because they're in their last contract year. We might sign Party to a new contract, and then he kind of might go to 50-50 Party again. But my honest thoughts is I try and keep him at least for one more year. I take away his bonuses and I just say, look, one more year with a year option, or even just 2 more years, but we're not going to give you all these bonuses, but you can just keep your base wage. But even still, just to be a rotational player on $250,000 a week. Martin Odegaard on 240K a week, guys. And these guys need competition. So do you see the problem that we're in? And who put us in that problem? Don't try and tell me the Cronkies, bro, because they're not out there saying you might like these players, but we're gonna go for. They're not doing that, and you guys know that. That's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm not even out here hollering, oh, shouting, oh. What's the point? I'm just trying to tell you what's going on, man. That's it. Next season, I think is going to be a shock for a lot of people, especially if this window continues the way that it's going. Especially if, you know, we started off talking about Gyökeres and Rodrigo, and we end up with, well, we can't end up with Sane now because I think he's gone to Gala. But you know my point, in it. We end up with like Sesko and fucking, I don't know, Alanga or something. And let me not try and diss Alanga. I'm not dissing Alanga. I actually like Alanga. But I'd rather a Semenyo or a Mitoma or a Lookman or a Liao even. Fuck it. Not a Williams because he's not worth 400k. But you know what I'm trying to say? If we have one of those windows and certain Arsenal fans are saying we might only get 2-3 players with players going as well. So we're going to literally be in the same situation as last year. And what has Arsenal done? They come up with new stories, new merch. They want to keep making money. They want to keep renewing season tickets. And what do the customers get back? What value for money do we get? We don't even get good football. Not even if we're winning trophies, but we're bopping it around. We're playing some sick football. At least there's a little bit of enjoyment watching the team. But we don't even get that. You know? We don't even get that. But there you go. Big up AJ. Here he goes again with a question. We like questions. Please, would you sell Saka for the right price this summer? Because honestly, post injury, I definitely think it's worth asking. No, absolutely. I don't know if I'd definitely sell him, but what I would do is I would have gone in for an Mbeumo or someone, maybe a Kudus. Obviously, the money that is being asked for these players is probably what's going to keep them at their clubs. But I would have gone for some competition for Saka this year. 100%. And like Shane said, the narcissist sitting down smiling when you're talking about how much you've ran him through the game, 70 odd games, and you're saying he's Superman. He's not Superman, bro. He's a human. And now he's got snapped. Well, you snapped his hamstring, and now he's got scars on his leg, and now there's no burst of pace. I mean, he might be different next season, but I don't think so, guys. And when you get those type of hamstring injuries, grade 3 off the bone, like it's 50-50 whether you're even going to play the same way again. So that's a great question, AJ. I would get another. I'd get, even if he didn't have that hamstring injury, I would have got right wing cover anyway and used the right wing cover because you have to manage minutes. That's how you save getting injuries. It's not hard. But then you've got a manager who don't even trust the squad he's built. You train with these guys every day. Like, shouldn't there be a philosophy, a way that we play so that, just like Wenger, so that whoever comes in and out, it doesn't matter because we all play the same way? Big up, man. Big up, AJ, for the question. Definitely appreciate that. Any more questions, get them in. If there's any topics you want to speak about specifically, get them in. The link is in the chat if anyone wants to come up. The sooner, the better, because if it starts to get to like 2 and beyond 2, then there's no real point because we're probably going to go to about 2:30. So we've got another hour. These are obviously going to be a little bit shorter when I come downstairs because people are coming back from school and work, and I don't know why we keep getting this flash. It's absolutely pissing me off. But there you go. There you go. You want to know something? We still need a Saliba backup. Get me Anderson from Fulham, please, bro. People don't like Ben White as centre back cover, so maybe it's worth selling him because just like what we said about Saka, bro, I'm saying that about Ben White. You know, they want to act like he's been out the whole season when he wasn't. He played a lot through injury. He was out, but not as much as they go on. You played him through the injury when he needed the operation. Like, you're making it worse. So now these players are not the same. When Ben White's come on and played at right back, you've looked all right going forward, but coming back, Jesus Christ, you're not looking like the same player either. So what did I say? Cool. Maybe keep him as backup right back. Right centre back cover. People don't want to hear that, but it will save us spending money. Then you can go out and get Hato, which is the left centre back. Can also play left back. Go and get Tariq Mitchell on a free. Go and get Ola Aina on a free. And then we've got a decent competition for Timber. When Timber comes off, is that such a massive drop off between him and Aina? No, it ain't. Hato and or Hato and Tariq Mitchell fighting for left back. Cool. Maybe then even move Lewis Skelly into the midfield. Now we've really got depth. Do you understand what I'm saying? How do I know this? And I'm just a guy who sits at home chatting on YouTube. These men are getting paid hundreds of thousands and they don't know nothing. Or it looks like that anyway. They move like that. Ronald McDonald in the business, in the boardroom every day. Big up the assembled, my bro. I see you. I hope you are well today, broski. Afternoon, everyone. Big yourself up. AJ's bigging up the assembled. Let's get your comments in, man. What do you guys think about this window? It's open again. Oh, it's only the Club World Cup. Well, loads of teams were moving and getting stuff done, and they weren't in the Club World Cup, innit? So a transfer window is a transfer window. But with Arsenal, we always get excuses. It's all, oh, but this is the Arsenal way. That's what we want to change. That would signal some intent, wouldn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? That would signal that, maybe things are going to start looking up because we're not doing it the way that we did, because that weren't really working, was it? But there you go. Big up Adieri. Big yourself up, man. I hope you're well today. Oh Lord, I'm seeing different names. Okay, I will read this one today. Big yourself up. Said, hi AJ, how are you? Newcastle United should sign Chevalier. Fucking looking like Chevrolet, but I don't know if I've said that right. Mac Gahey or Gui, Osman Diamonde deal, and Anthony Alanga, 50 million deal to Newcastle United, and João Pedro, Jonathan David. Bro, they're not going to sign all of those players, bro. I'll tell you that much. But if you make some quality additions, Newcastle are going to be a challenge next season. Like the league is not getting any easier, guys. That's why I'm asking you, like, how are you feeling? You know, are you feeling confident that your team's taking your concerns seriously? Are you feeling confident that they're taking their job of trying to get across the line seriously? Because at the moment, for me, I'm not. I'm not shouting from the rooftops. I'm just resigned. You know what I mean? Hit the like though, smash the likes for me though. I want to see those likes jump up, please, people. Big up AJ saying, Mr. Battered, I would love Saka, but the question definitely has to be asked after what Arteta did to him. That's what I'm trying to say. Apparently, Saka's a Liverpool fan as well. Apparently, he's a Liverpool fan. You know, that's probably someone that would go to Liverpool after Salah. But if you still got Slot's quite competent, so he'd say to Saka, you don't need to track back the same way he said to Salah. Not like just stand there and never try and defend, but you're not going to get like shouted at like Arteta would if you're not tracking back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I think Arteta's ruined him, bro. We definitely need competition, and maybe Saka's going to be like the moments player that we bring on, because I don't know. We need to see a lot better next season. A lot better next season in terms of how he attacks the game and how he attacks running and stuff like that. We need to see the difference. Otherwise, yes, we are going to have to start thinking about life after Saka. And whose fault is that? You can't blame the Cronkies. You can't blame the fans. You can't blame all of you enablers that keep making excuses for this manager like he's your family member. What excuse have you got for Saka, bro? You're going to try and blame the medical staff. So I very much doubt they're going to say that he's fit to play if he ain't. I think they've told him you can probably get something out of him, but I'd probably ease him back in. And Arteta's like, oh, what? You can touch grass. Bang, you're in. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You want to know something? The Arsenal ladies are using free transfer to build up squad depth. Why can't... Bro, not even just before Berta. After January closed and Arsenal never got nobody, I'm like, bro, at least go and lick down the free market or something. Go and do something. But nope, they didn't even want to do that. So it just shows you, bro. It just shows for all of the talk that they keep coming out. And then I say that. And then obviously Chinks came back and said, but bro, what business is going to down talk their product? I'm not saying that you got to down talk it, but what you got to stop doing is up talking it, bro. Stop trying to upsell me when the product don't bang like that. Stop trying to get more money out of me. I'm not saying that you're putting the product down, or you're even trying to big the product up. You're just presenting the product as it is. Tell me that then. Here's the product. We're self-sustaining. You know what I mean? Yes, we're owned by these dons, but that's not how we run. We're self-sustaining. We're trying our best. Things like that. Not be excited and goosebumps. Because now that I'm expecting goosebumps, and then you're rocking up with, I'm hearing news about Sane, I'm hearing news about Garnacho. That's not giving me goosebumps. That's giving me fucking hives. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, stop talking like that. Then words are important. Words are important. AJ agree when it comes to winning, but still have a different view how to win. Big up Scants each and every time. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Scants as well. Assembled, AJ, Static, Godfrey, Dappins are going round. AJ, Scants, I would normally agree with that, but not while Arteta is in the job because you can't win. Everyone keep trying to tell me about Arteta. You lot take him then. I bet you won't take him. And there you go. That's all I will say. That's all I will say. But do you think bro, do you think that I hate the guy so much that I want Arsenal to never win anything so that he goes? That's not me in it. I want my team to win. If he's the guy to do it, then finally it's about fucking time. Now let's see if you can continue to do it. And if you can, you stay. And if you can't, you go. And that's it. It's simple. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not rocket science. Big up the assembled. It's all nonsense. Build you up on the hype train. Then Jorginho appears. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You want to know something? Big up AJ. We should be using the London mid-table clubs to build the squad. And I've been saying this for ages and ages and ages. I said it after the 22-23 season, going into 24-25. Go and get me Elise, go and get me Jose. I said it at the end of that season as well, even after they got better and they still don't listen. We still don't learn. And we're still here in the transfer window looking clueless. Now, don't get me wrong, we might not be clueless. But the club's doing nothing to give us those assurances that we're not moving clueless. Do you know what I'm saying? It's maybe the club ain't doing anything, and that's a concern in itself. Oh, all these stories are just papers and PR. The club ain't got nothing to do with these stories. Well, what are you actually doing then? Just sitting around? Are you man on holiday? Like, what are you doing after the season that we've just had? Yes, we need dopamine. Yes, we need to feel that the club is doing something to rectify, 3 years not getting across the line, bro. To try and justify why this manager's still here. He won the FA Cup 5.5 years ago in the first 6 months of his job. Cool. He's technically the manager. That is his trophy. I won't take that away. But how much does one FA Cup give you in terms of credit? How has he brought us from the depths of hell when you talk about the players and the wages and the toxicity? When you're looking at the players now, not very good, not good enough to get across the line. The wages are astronomical. None of those guys that earn it. We're literally in the same position. When people we were finishing 8th. I used I thought I had bad memory. Unai Emery finished 5th. By the time he was sacked the next season, we was in 7th place. That's not where we finished. That's not to say that's where we would have finished. And when Arteta took over, it was 8th, 5th. So what hell did he bring us from? If anything, you put us there, bro. Oh no, but cool. But after the 3rd season, in the 4th season, it was good enough for us to challenge now. So all's well. All right, cool. Challenge then. What happened? Didn't win. All right. Next year, what happened? Challenge again. All right. Maybe something's changed. Didn't win. But even still, man like me, I'm still looking at it like, well, 3rd time lucky. Michael Jackson settings. This is it. And then we all saw what happened last season. We all saw the summer that happened. We all saw the January that happened. We're all now seeing what's going on now because we've had a whole window open and close and reopen again. And still no one's come through the door, even if it was Zubimendi and the keeper. Not to say that I want Kepa because we should have been promoting the youngster. But I'm just saying, even if that was the case, if you want them, why are they not here yet? If we've been doing 2 years of groundwork on Sesko, why is the deal so hard to wrap up? Oh, you don't understand. It's because we got to wait for there to be a solar eclipse and for the wind to change. And they're making it out like these deals are so hard. It don't look hard for anyone else. Only when it's Arsenal, guys. Only when it's Arsenal. Big up AJ. Honestly, views. I'm just tired. I believe 3 players in max. Out. 3 players in max. 3 players out max. That's simple. 3rd at best. Well, yeah, let me start getting your predictions for where we're going to finish next season. Based on how you've seen us move in the transfer market now, I don't know. Like I said, man, we're going to be in the top five. I don't even know if the top five teams go into Champions League again next season. Top four, top five, maybe even a top six battle, depending on how the summer goes. You want to know something? Rangers fans wouldn't take Arteta because he couldn't be set, bro. They liked what he done as a player, but they're not going to take him as a manager. And there you go. Just like Thierry Henry. Listen, I'm not even rubbing him out as a manager, but you had 2 attempts at it. No one's going to ever say you're not a legend as a player, but it's not for everyone. Like, it is what it is. My man's gone to punditry. Know yourself, innit? Big up like Thief is bigging up Static. I beg to differ. Half my family are Rangers men. They would take Arteta in a heartbeat. Jeez. Maybe they need to come and take him then, bro, because I think he should have done something like that. He might have actually won something. He might have actually won something. Big up the assembled. In my opinion, Arsenal make you believe that after the main man, then Justice is about to sign, an alternative appears and is signed instead. I call it the real target, who the fan base won't agree with. Absolutely, smoke screens. Talk up Gyökeres, then Sesko comes through the door. It's typical Arsenal, and that's why I want it to change. Oh, but that's always been because that's what it's like in history. No, bruv. Then change it. Then change it. If certain people never changed what they did, it would still be the same old God, wouldn't it? It would still be Man United and Liverpool just winning everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Chelsea wouldn't have came about. City wouldn't have came about. Newcastle wouldn't have broke into the kind of top six or whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? If everyone just, oh, because that's how it is, so we just keep it that way. Like, that really gets on my nerves, bro. When have Arsenal ever moved quick? So that means we have to move slow. Make that make sense. That's what I'm talking about. Change. Yeah, I know how we move. That's why I feel the way I feel. That's why I got PTSD. That's why I'm pissed off, because I know how we move. I want that to change. I want to put the big boy pants on. Yeah, I'm sick of wearing nappies. Big up the assemble, man. I totally agree with that opinion as well, man. 21 people in the building. Big yourself up, man. It's going up and down this afternoon. I don't know who else is on. If you are going to come in and out, no problem. Just hit the like for me, man. If you are new, subscribe. Drop a comment in. I should be going at least for another hour, but obviously we can kind of shorten that down if there ain't too much to talk about. Obviously, I've named it the transfer window reopens because it does. I'm not giving you no Arsenal news because what is there? Like I said, even if I was to see today that the Kepa deal, like I said, I don't want that. I personally feel like the 5 million we're about to give Chelsea, if we do, is just going to pay for Sancho to go back to United. So again, we're getting a keeper off their books, wages and money, helping them send Sancho back without paying 20 odd million and getting his wages off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we're very helpful, but we're not helping ourselves. We're not helping ourselves, man. Big up though, man. Big up like Thief. Big up the assembled. I think I read that one. Big up AJ. I think I read that one as well. Oh no, I didn't. I'm so tired of that bullshit of Zubamendi. Has to be July 1st because we don't pay the club, we pay the Spanish FA. Big difference. Well, there you go, bruv. All of these little things and agreements. Do you know what I mean? And with Arsenal, people will fuck up an agreement. People will just say, I don't want to do that. I've changed my mind. But whenever Arsenal's got an agreement, we have to, because we got an agreement, we have to abide by it. Like, fucking tired of it, man. One time, don't be the nice guy, because the nice guy always finishes last. I keep asking people, we're talking about Bertie Blue, because big up Lee Gunner, he's saying, I keep hearing that she's a man. Don't get me wrong, I've seen her on Pornhub and that a few times, bro, innit? That don't look like a man, bro. If they turn that into a man, I'm just saying, if they turn that from a man to a woman, I didn't see no scars. They done some good work. Not to say that I'd ever go near it, because that's probably the most stepped on and punched up kebab, chewed toffee growler that there is. Do you understand? But we're calling her Bertie Blue. Imagine being large. She's doing 1,000 men, and you're last in that line. That's what it feels like to be Arsenal and to be Arsenal fans. That's what it feels like. And then when you get in the room, and I don't know, she's literally asleep and there's literally flies coming, and like it's a mess. It's a total mess. You got to put on like 10 layers and that. And then they're still trying to talk it up. Oh, you're about to get into to Bertie Blue, you know? You're about to get into Bonnie Blue. Like, whoa, lucky you. Huh? I don't know, man. Maybe the analogy is well off, but that's how I feel, guys, isn't it? That's how I feel. Every time there's these little domino transfers and we end up with the shittest person. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Big up Alvin Tan in the building. Hey, views. They at least just released new merch, though. This club is not so. Oh, my God. And big up Mr. Robbo. He messaged me this morning again, trying to torture me. I thought we were friends, but no, I'm only joking. He said, the club's released new merch. Nothing surprises me no more. They can't even make me angry. You're releasing new merch and you ain't bought a new player in yet. Does this business, does this brand act like they care about the consumer, the people they're trying to sell their product to? Not to me. Not to me. But big up Alvin, man. It's love every time. AJ saying, like Thief, every single Rangers fan I've spoken to wouldn't take him because they believe he wouldn't beat Celtic to the domestic treble. There's always like a select group in the fan base that always goes against the grain. In our top and bottom gooners, or top Chels, bottom I don't know, whatever they call them. There's in every fan base. So there probably would be some people that would take Arteta, but you tend to listen to the majority over the minority, and that's why Arsenal as a football club or business, whatever you want to call it, hasn't changed, because the majority's happy to go along. The majority's happy clappers. Do you know what I'm saying? So they don't feel like they got to do anything different. And why would they? They're probably banking loads of money. I bet they got all of their bonuses this year, especially once all the season tickets went up and then got sold again. Ching, 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 ching. Well done, boys. Hit all of our targets, KSIs or KPIs or whatever, KPIs and all them kind of things there. You know what I'm saying? We hit all of our targets, cocaine and hookers. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas us fans are sitting there again crying, getting bantered because we ain't won nothing. Do you think our players are getting bantered? They don't care. They're in Saint Tropez or they're doing what they're doing, bro. Big up Kwame, man. Welcome in, bro. Big yourself up. Hope you're well today. Big yourself up, man. He's saying respect to AJ. Yeah, man. Respect, man. Robbo's bigging up Kwame. The love is going round. That's what we like to see. AJ saying, like Thief, you would know better than I. Would he even beat Celtic enough for the time to win things? I usually like having your conversation about Arteta. Big up protagonist. Views on David Coote settings. What do you mean? What do you mean, bruv? What do you mean? Is the internet playing up? Is the internet playing up? Big up Kwame. He said, I thought we already signed Zubimendi. We get ridiculous and totally we are ridiculous and totally not serious. We're not serious. That's what I'm trying to say. They already announced it twice. Here we goes. And then when you actually hear from Zubimendi, he's saying that it's going to be a long summer. So make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. If we had done all the background, we've been doing all the hard work, then they should be the first people to walk through the door. They literally should be the first people to walk through the door. Whether I want them to be or not, obviously we need a striker, but that's what it should be. Okay, we've just had a major drop as well. What's going on? Man saying David Coote settings. So what you telling me? Well, Curtis is on, so that's probably why. That's probably why. 20th century football. Man saying mashed up potatoes. About what, bro? I don't know what that one relates to, but big yourself up. Big up Kwame, big up AJ, bigging up Hyper, man. Hyper's bigging up AJ. Big up AJ for the subscribe messages. 17 likes. Yeah, it's slow today, guys, but definitely appreciate all of the real ones that are still here with me. Boy, let's at least get that to 20. Let's at least get that to 20, guys. Let's hope the playback gang can get us a little bit closer to 30. You want to know something? No players bought in, yet new merch has come out, and that's the Arsenal way. You guys are still having your talk about Rangers and Arteta, so I'll leave that alone. Big up Tony. Hope you're well today, mate. Hope you're well, man. Big up. Let me know if you've hit 1K yet. Make sure you guys are going to subscribe to Hammers Football TV. Obviously a West Ham fan, but good dude, so go and check him out. Go and show him some love. Big up for passing through, my bro. He's saying big up all in the chat. Big yourself up. Like Thief, please get them to take it. Yeah, please, 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 and thank you. Hammer's bigging up AJ. AJ's bigging up Tone. AJ saying Works will eat the Prem alive. I think he will, but obviously Hooks had a point. Just because you buy these players, it don't always mean it's gonna work. But however, that's the reason why these players are 126 million and other players are 50. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you're literally buying the best in class and you can expect them to do something. No, it's not guaranteed, but it's very, very likely, isn't it? Very, very likely. That's why you paid that money for it. I mean, it's not hard to understand. But with Arsenal, we're enablers, we're apologists, we always look for the excuse. No accountability. And just sometimes just admit it. Yeah, shit, we need to get a bit better. That's it. No one's saying to write off everything you've done. Can Arteta have some accountability, please? Big up like Thief. He said, AJ, they wanted Gerrard back. Hey, you lot are really having your own convo here, so I'll leave you lot to it. Understand, oh God, no. Big up Scans. He said, views. I was talking about how you're feeling about the club. Okay, no one can tell you how to support them. Yeah. Fair play, fair play. Big up Scans. That's it, bro. That's it. And everyone's like, oh, but to the people that are moaning every day, what's that going to change? Well, just being delusional ain't going to change anything either. If anything, it's going to make it worse. How is the club ever going to know that some of its customers, some of its fans are not happy? How are they ever going to know that? If everyone that they speak to, or anytime they try and check the pulse of the fans, it's all yay, yay, yay. We're so happy with second. Then they ain't going to think they're ever going to need to change, are they? They get richer. We get bantered. The club don't win nothing. Just like, come on, man. Makes no sense. It don't make no sense to me. And we get called the bad people, the negative people, because I want my club to win something. I'm not saying win every year. The moment you don't win, sack. Maybe now the moment you don't win, sack, because you've been here for half a decade. But if you was picking up cups along the way, no one would even be onto you as much. I promise you that. There'd be more credit in the bank, wouldn't there? If you're winning every other year, then what's the reason to sack you? We know that you can get across the line. We know that you can keep winning. Like, anyway, big up Scants, man. Big up Like Thief. You lot are still going on about Celtic and Rangers. Big up Kwame. Apart from Martin Zubimendi, isn't there any other midfielders, bro? Apparently not in world football. Apparently not. That's what I'm saying. Who's our scouts? Who's our talent ID? It's garbage. It really is garbage. Really is garbage. We send out our scouts. They go to Porto. They come back with Vieira and not Vitinha. We send out our scouts. You know, they look at Isaac and say we've got Eddie and Ketia. And people try and say that to me all the time. He weren't scoring goals in La Liga. Like, bro, have you not got eyes? Do you not watch the player? Because he made it on the eye test. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and now you can see what he's doing in the league. We send out scouts to watch Kvaratskhelia and we come back with Marquinhos. Like, this is why I feel like the club's a little bit cursed. Or we just literally got like lawyers, company guys trying to do football works, and it makes no sense. But big up Kwame, man. Big up Kwame. Like I said, big up Rashid. Big yourself up, my bro. Hope you're well today. Make sure you go and subscribe to Rashid. I can't even say road to 1K because he hit it. Let's give him a clap for that. Congratulations, my bro. Sorry that I couldn't jump on with you. Obviously, it's Father's Day and I'd fucking done like, I think 3 streams that day. So yeah, I just jammed. I always appreciate when we're asked, man, to or reach out. Always, man. Big up, man. Yeah, Kwame's bigging up Rashid. Make sure you guys are subscribed to him if you're not already. AJ saying Man City only 4 trophies behind us. Psh, there you go. There you go. So now when people say we're the 3rd biggest club in the country, it's not going to be anymore. You can't say 4th with any type of pride. I'm telling you. But it's all right. We're just a happy-go-lucky, get-along gang. We can't expect to win. You know, we can't be entitled to win. Even though we you know, our business is charging us the highest prices in Europe. We can't question anything, can it? I don't know, man. I don't know. And because of the treble, you could already argue they're a bigger club. Well, I mean, probably treble. They've done a four-peat. Arsenal's done a three-peat back in the 30s. But because it's World War fucking one or prehistoric times, no one counts it. I hear that. I hear that. But because of the history, they're not quite there yet. But what I will say is they're very much catching us. Very much catching us. And if we keep sitting on our hands, just happy to get into champs, to not win it, happy to never ever buy market opportunities and marquee players, you keep going on like that, just and if the fans are happy to just keep buying merch, then nothing's going to change, guys. That's all I'm going to say. You're happy with it, fine, be happy, but nothing's going to change. That's all I'm going to say. Big up Tony's, big up Rashid, AJ's big up Rashid. Kwame views Man City and Liverpool are the only pairs to challenge for the bro. It's going to be City pool. Yeah, that whole City pool, that's what it's going to be again next season. And Arsenal fans want to hope that we're going to turn into the new Liverpool and just be kind of like the person coming in third, not quite next to the pack, but ahead of the rest. That's what you're going to have to hope for. But I'm telling you, if Chelsea get their pieces, if Newcastle gets some pieces, Forest, I'm just saying, Villa, I'm just saying, don't think it's just going to be, yeah, we're going to be third. And then if we are third, then how are you guys happy with that? Because we've just been second 3 years in a row. Do you know what I mean? So it's lots of questions for next season, man. Big up AJ. Chelsea are 6 or 7 trophies behind us. There you go. So Dave is saying they're a much bigger club. They're not at the moment, but they might be very soon. They might be very soon. With their 2 Champions League and 2 Europa League, they're a bigger club as well. They're not, bro. They're not. They're a more successful club, but they're not a bigger club. Not yet. Once they overtake us in overall trophies, maybe. Once they get the same type of fan base around the world, maybe. Once they get the same type of online presence as Arsenal, maybe. But they ain't got none of that yet. It's the same way that even though Man United is fully in the mud, they're still a big club. They still do have pull. They've still won 2 trophies in the last 5 years, recently as well. They could have won their 3rd trophy in 3 years this year. They've got worldwide fan base. That's what makes you a big club. Chelsea are way more successful in the last 20 years than Arsenal. Better European pedigree in terms of the football side. But when you talk about the fan base worldwide, the online presence, the money that we make, the history, not yet, but they're very, very close. Very, very close. Big up the doctor. He said, "Oh no, my bro, Arteta is indeed that incompetent." I don't think he is. I think he's just I think he's just a narcissist, bro. I think he's just very stubborn. I think he's non-adaptable, but I don't think he's completely stupid. Maybe incompetent. I don't know. Maybe I'm using the wrong word. Because in terms of how he spits his PR and makes excuses for himself, the way that he's grifted in this job and managed to be here for more than half a decade without getting sacked yet, you can't be stupid and do that. In terms of football, I don't know if it's incompetence. I just think he's scared. I think he's just so pragmatic, bro. He's dull. He's blunt. He's defensive. It's boring. Do you know what I mean? But big yourself up, though, my bro. Appreciate you coming through each and every time. Smash them likes, man. Big up the doctor, man. Smash them likes. We're having a bit of a slow afternoon. I can't lie. But we are nearly at 20. Big up AJ. Let's get to the minimum 20. I was saying the minimum 30, but I don't know if we're gonna get there today, man. Curtis has come on and everyone has scooted, but it's to be expected. Curtis is Curtis, innit? Big up Mally. Yes, sir. Big yourself up, my bro. Hope you are well today. Make sure you're subscribing to Mally as well. Go and show him some love. AJ's bigging up Mally. The doctor's bigging up AJ. AJ saying, please subscribe, big yourself up. Dappings are going round. You want to know something? Lookman has a £47 million buyout clause. This is what I'm trying to say. So pay it and just move on to the next player. Pivot. Like Delu Guna always says, pivot. Berta's coming in. You're supposed to have A, B, C, and D in terms of, do you understand? You can't get A, B, C, then go and get D. Just pivot. Just do something. Do something. Oh no, we can't get that guy, so now we're not gonna get no one. That is the and that's not what I like. That's not what I'm feeling at all. Big up Dio. If we're selling Saka, then the likes of Odegaard, Martinelli, Drossard, Party, and Havertz all have to be sold because they aren't even half what post injury Saka is. No, no, maybe not, but I'd still say they need to go now, bro, even without selling Saka. So I don't disagree on that. I don't disagree on that. You said don't even at me on part A, bro, bro. We're a mess, man. We're a mess. Big up AJ. Question views. Favorite ever Arsenal goal. It's either the Dennis Bergkamp Newcastle one that Shane keeps playing on his introduction. Like every time I see it, I never get bored of it. Or was it Wilshere that finished off that goal when there was bare passes and we were just there was that goal, and then also the Thierry Henry against United back to goal, chips it up and then spins and volleys it. Blow, whoa, 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 whoa. That was bonkers, bro. There's loads of goals though, but yeah, or maybe if I had that gun to my head, either Thierry's or Dennis Bergkamp's against Newcastle. That was absolutely bonkers. Big up Dio. I don't mind Ben White. He's solid. Getting rid of him just makes us have to find it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We got a box smart this summer. So I'd still keep Ben White as right centre back cover, not as right back cover. Obviously, he can play there occasionally, but if you go and get Ola Aina, then we're all right in it. That's my point. Go and get Tariq Mitchell. Then we've got depth. Then Skelly can even play left back, or you can start challenging for the midfield. You get Hato. Then we've got left back cover. We've got left centre back cover. Again, we're buying defenders and goalkeepers. I'm not saying that we don't need them. No, I'm not saying that, even though I don't want them to be the first through the door, that if I'm saying that if you've done all this business and we need these players, which we do, why have they not come through the door yet? Even Kepa, how can you not even get that across the line yet? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Big up Dio though, each and every time. Big up AJ Dio. I love Saka. I wouldn't sell for anything less than 120 million pounds. As I said, post injury, the question has to be asked. No, it definitely does. And I've even said it. He don't look the same player. When he come back at the end of last season, he don't look like the same player. We're gonna have to see what happens next season, guys. Big up Everest. Big up everyone. We're having scattered rain here, but it's making the weather even warmer. Oh man. After rain ends, resting now. Hope everyone is doing well. Big yourself up, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, it's sunny in London at the moment. It's not as hot as it has been, hence I'm in a hoodie, but it's bright. At least be bright. Big up Dio. Tommy Yasu better be sold for some post-injury thing long before. So absolutely. I'm at the stage now, Dio, where we've done so much bad business over the years. I don't care. Rip up contracts. Reece Nelson, see you later. Sammy Lukonga, see you later. I don't know. Maybe Reece Nelson we might be able to get a bit of money for. Who's gonna buy Sammy Lukonga, bro? That's the point. Who's buying Fabi Vieira, bro? I don't, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's mad. Man said, "On God, I hear you, bro." Big up AJ. Ola Aina still hasn't signed a new deal up for it, bro. He's been free foot for ages. Someone told me that Tariq Mitchell might have signed the deal at Palace. I don't know yet, but I didn't see it confirmed anywhere. You got two players there, Premier League proven, Premier League ready. Not a massive drop off. Yeah, if Aina come in to replace Timber, does anyone think that's a massive drop off? No, it ain't. It's better than Ben White coming on to do it. And that's my point. And we just don't move serious, bro. That's what I thought Berta was going to come in and do. How you're moving, I can only call you Bert. And like I said, people that I respect have said this guy's not going to change everything straight away. All right, cool. But there is things that you can change straight away. And the mindset is definitely one of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my anyway, checking in, lads. Gotta go. Yeah, everyone's in and out today, man. Big yourself up, Diodo, man. Have a good day. Just hit the likes for me, people. That's all I can ask. Way in, way out, hit the like, shake it all about. I did want to get to 30 and 40. Don't look like that's gonna happen today, but the minimum is 20, nothing below 20 people. Let's go. AJ Dio, I fully agree with that. Honestly, I would buy Tommy out of his facts. I'd rip up contracts all over the place, bro. All over the place. Fuck it. We've done rubbish business for years. Oxlade Chamberlain is still the highest paid player. And that was another point. Let me big up Suge as well. I know you're not in here, Suge, but he was on League Gunners and they put in a super chat. And he's like, all these fans talking about resale value on Sesko. What does that matter to us? Like Arsenal's ever been good on reselling any players? Like what money did we get for Aubameyang and Ozil and all? Do you know what I'm saying? What money did we get? We have been rubbish at selling. So hold that, as Northside would say, aguenta. Hold that. Keep talking to man about resale value. We're not any good at selling. So what the fuck should we care about resale value? Go and get me Jokeres and stop fucking about. Do you know what I'm saying? Resale value. Like we're any good at reselling. Jeez. Hold that. That will hold a drum for that as well. Hold that. We're not even any good at selling. So why do we care about resale value? Donuts. Big up Mali. Let's go get Victor. Get me any Victor, bro. Osherman or Jokeres. Any one of them. Osherman's wages is too high. At least Osherman can demand those kind of wages, though, innit? Why are we giving Kai Havertz nearly 300k a week? You understand? Come on, people. Victor wants us and I want him too. Yeah, pause and all of that, but absolutely, bro. I want him too, bro. I want him too. I want him more than I want Sesko. But the point I'm making, the thing that's worrying me more than anything is just how slow we're moving, especially with someone like Sesko, because you keep talking like the groundwork has been done. So there's no way it should be taken as long as it is. Oh, but Leipzig are putting up their money. They're trying to play funny buggers. All right, cool. The same as Sporting. All right, cool. Go and get Osherman then. Pivot. Talk to Openda. Why are we not in for Hugo Ekatike, bro? He's got better numbers than Sesko, playing in the same league. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Big up AJ. Question, please. Views. What was the first trophy that you saw Arsenal win? I believe I was alive for 94 for the Cup Winners' Cup. Obviously, I was 10, so I weren't really proper celebrating, but that was the first cup that I was aware that we'd won. Obviously, my dad, God rest his soul, he's the one who got me into Arsenal, got the season ticket that we eventually was going halves on and things. Like, I remember him celebrating. I remember him showing me the team, Alan Smith seeing the goal. So that was my first trophy that I saw us win. Cup Winners' Cup, I believe it was 94, man. Obviously, was it the 97, 98? We done cups in that year, I believe. But yeah, the first one was the Cup Winners' Cup, my bro. First one is the Cup Winners' Cup. Big up Zero Requiem. I hope I've said your name right. Finding backup positions a year before the World Cup is not easy. Good players not going to sit on the bench. Well, why? You don't, like I said, you can go and get things like prospects then. Now look at this Severe Naipan. Now I didn't know nothing about him, right? But there must be a player there if Man City's going for him, right? Obviously, we were linked with him. I'm saying I don't want a prospect because I didn't know nothing about him. But look at what City's doing. They've now bought him, send him to their sister club, Girona, and we'll take you in a couple of years. That's what other clubs are doing. So there's ways around things. Our club has never been serious. You can't, to be honest with you, man, I see so many other teams moving easily, bro. It's only with Arsenal we have to worry about the sky, the traffic, how people are feeling, what side of the bed they woke up on, wages. Bro, it's easy for everyone else. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying. We make a lot of money. We're meant to be very good at business, except for when it comes to transfers. Then we don't know what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous. And someone maybe even told Sesko that he was going to sit on the bench last year. Why would you even say that to him? Just tell him what he wants to hear. Get him here. And to be honest, Sesko probably would have pushed Havertz out because he's better than Havertz. That's not hard. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah. But big up Zero though. Definitely appreciate you though, man. Each and every time, man. Definitely, man. Big up, man. Big up AJ Mali. I want Victor Jokeres, Jonathan David, and I'm pretty sure David's still on the free. Everyone say he's gone to Napoli. He's gone to Napoli. Is he there yet? Is he there yet? But we got snobs as well, because I take Semenyo. We got snobs. I've been saying I want Eze. That's the one that people do kind of agree with me on. Anyway, Jonathan David, Mbeumo, Rodrigo, Wissa, Esse, Anderson, Hato, that wins us things, even with Arteta. There you go, bro. There's players out there. There's players out there. Why are we not in for Yavi Simmons? Leipzig need money. Don't we need an attacking midfield? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's who's running the club, guys. Saka is definitely an Arsenal fan, just like Ethan. Nah, there's people that I know that are close to him, bro, and that I think he supports Liverpool, to be honest with you, bro. That's what I got told anyway. Could be wrong, but these are people that are close to him. I think I just read that question. Because we all have common sense. Yeah, are you confident that Arsenal are going to make any impact on the league or this transfer window? No, I'm not confident because of what I've seen so far. But if what I was asking for, remember I was saying I wanted Berta to come out and release the hounds. If they had done that, then I would have been backing it. I would have been very confident. Like, if we started moving like Liverpool, I'm not saying we got to go and get Wirtz, but we could have went and got Gyökeres, like Marquis signing or Rodrigo. Show the intent. And it's good business as well. Because if you go and get Gyökeres and you go and get Rodrigo, we will get back half the money we paid for them probably within the first 6 months, just off of player sales and stuff. Sorry, shirt sales and that. I'd go and buy a shirt if we got players like that. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. You know, but I don't think we are going to have an impact on the league or the transfer window if we continue like this. If we continue like this, and look at this absolute donut upstairs making bloody noise when I told him to shush, bro. Anyway, AJ saying 0. They wouldn't sit on the bench, then should get more than enough minutes, proving Arteta doesn't throw the cups in the bin. I don't know if you're typing fast, brother. A few typos there, but yeah, I think that's what you were trying to say. If you don't throw the cups in the bin, listen, there's plenty of minutes for everyone to play. The problem is you can't say for them to come and sit on the bench and then, well, no, you can say that, but at the same time, why are they sitting on the bench? If they're sitting on the bench, it's because it's of Arteta. Even Maresca knows how to minute manage. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter, man. Everyone should be getting rotated. Everyone should be getting enough rest. Everyone should have competition. No one should just be sitting on the bench the whole time anyway. But there you go. Big up AJ. Honestly, if we could get £40 million for Ben White, sell, get Ola Aina right back and Anderson for right centre back, done. There you go, bruv. Hato left centre back cover, Tariq Mitchell on a free. We're not even spending big money. This is what I'm trying to say. Big up AJ. Finally got to the 20 or 23 likes. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's be cheeky and see if we can get 7 more. Big up, it's me, Everest. I saw Soccer Aid highlights. Bonucci clarted Tony Duggan like he was playing in the World Cup final. Man said, I don't know about gender. I'm a slide tackle the life out of you. I rate it. I ain't even seen it. I saw, is that the one that Rooney was playing in? Looking like Shrek, bro. Looking like Shrek. When I saw Fat Rooney on the pitch, I said, you know what? Let me just. I ain't even watched it. But big up Everest, man. Appreciate you, bro. There you go, AJ. There's Scance's link. Make sure you guys are clicking on it. Show him a little bit of love. Big up, man. Big up. Big up AJ. I love Arsenal far more than I hate Arteta. Preach. And that's it. I don't care if it's Arteta the one winning me the trophies, but when I look at you and say, why didn't Arsenal win a trophy this year? And you're the reason for it, because I truly believe that, guys. And I pointed that out a million times. Game management, stubbornness, too scared to win, never throws to sink at it, never saying the right things, never doing the right things, jumbling up the team, a slave driver, playing players through injury, playing players out of positions, taking your best midfielder to put him back in defense, even though he's an old man. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are all reasons he should have. These are all reasons you hold Corn this season, these are reasons that we're criticizing you. These are reasons why we never won this year. None of the other stuff that you're talking about, especially when you sell and get rid of all of your backup and then don't get any cover in. Then you failed to prepare, haven't you? So it's your fault again. You want to know something? I'm so grateful to the Arsenal ladies because they actually played for the badge and wear it with pride. Love the club. Yeah, there you go. The ladies are representing, but I'm not going to lean on that too much, bro. I'm not, because I don't follow ladies football like that. So I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, like, I'm not saying you are, but who was that other dickhead? You know, the one who sings the songs and wants to have Arteta's babies, talking about we answered Tottenham back within a few hours because the ladies won the Champions League. Like, are you on crack, bro? You'll never find me doing that. That's embarrassing. Big up Daniel, 90 Europa League champions. Guess you're a Spurs fan. Big yourself up, man. Thank you for passing through. We won a trophy and still sacked the manager. Bro, I've said it on this channel plenty of times. Like with me, I feel like it's a bit sticky because with Spurs, you guys will sack managers. Mourinho, Poch, Conte, Ange, like people that have actually won stuff in the game and people that have actually done well for your team. Standards. But at the same time, I was looking at Ange just like, oh, I don't know, man. But then you have to look at the league and say 22 losses. You can't ignore it. But maybe for that one season you could have, because not only did you win your first trophy in 17 years, but you won a major trophy. And I had people saying to me, what, you think the Europa's major? Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. It gets you into the Champions League. If you win it, you play in the Super Cup. It's a major. So because he won you a major, I thought maybe the Tottenham fans will kind of ignore Ange, give him the third season and see what he does. But the club said, nah, mate. I mean, what do you think, Daniel, about Thomas Frank? Because with me, I think he's got potential to be a very good coach, but I also feel like it's a bit of a sideward step, bro. Like maybe you should have gone for someone with a winning CV. I don't know, but you've done it in the past. You're a Spurs fan. Let me know, man. Let me finish your comment anyway. Still sacked our manager who failed in the league. You fail in the cups and in the league, but your club's back failure. Did he say what phase? This arrow always gets in my way. What phase is it? 6 now? Yeah. And that's what Arteta's done. That's why I say to Doctor, I don't think he's stupid because he come in with a game plan. He knew he ain't got a CV. He knew he was going to be a yes man to begin with. He knew he was going to be fetching stuff and making coffees and just a general handy guy. He knew all of that. But he's been here for more than half a decade, bro. It's coming on 6 years. 6 years. Nearly £1 billion spent. And we've missed our chance to win. We're now going backwards. We're now falling down the hole and we're reaching out for something to grab onto. And if we don't grab onto something quickly, we're just going to fall all the way to the bottom, bro. That's how it feels for Arsenal at this point in time. Big up the Spurs fans, though. Yeah, you did your thing. You did your thing. I can't even hate. Let's just see how you move. Now, there was talks about Frank being backed big this summer. We'll see. Maybe if you get Mbeumo. I mean, what's some of your targets? You already signed that Tell guy. I don't know if that's a waste of money or not. You'd have to let me know, bro. But let me know, man. Big up AJ. Emery was sacked in joint 6. There you go. 8th on goal difference. Freddie took us down to 11th. Then Arteta got back into 8th. So, you know, every week he took us from the depths of hell. No, you got Freddie Ljungberg to come in, who ain't even a manager like that. Do you know what I'm saying? You got rid of Emery, who never really gave a fair chance. And then you tried to give Arteta all the credit because we challenged for 2 seasons. Last season weren't a challenge. I don't care if we finished second. We weren't first, not one day of the league, not one. That weren't a challenge. We regressed. 10 points behind in the end. Could have been more if they never took their foot off the gas, but they did. Arteta saved us. He took us from hell. Rubbish, bro. 8th, 5th. That's where we were, bro. And now man's acting like I couldn't even go to the stadium. I couldn't even watch the team. It was so bad. And now you look at it, bro, and it's like watching paint dry. Man is fully falling asleep. Big up Troops. He's falling asleep on watch-alongs. And you're trying to tell me that's entertaining football. Don't piss me off, bro. Don't piss me off. Big up AJ. Fully believe we'll finish 5th to 7th next season. It's very likely. Very likely. That difference between Thierry Henry or knows he's not a good exactly. Whereas Arteta, he's stubborn. He's a narcissist. There's no accountability. There's none. AJ saying big up Daniel every time. Yeah, big up, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Even if you support Spurs, everyone's welcome over here, man. It's a safe space. As long as you're not racist or causing loads of trouble, then we're all right. Oh yeah, that's the same. It's the same comment though. Big up Adjeri though. Same comment though, bro. He said, hold it a minute. Arteta was employed to win the league, if you remember. He said there was a problem in the changing room. He has rebuilt a squad that was winning to one that doesn't. That one that doesn't. 50 million a season. There you go. There you go. There you go, bro. There you go. He's meant to be improving us as a club, but we're improving him as a manager. If he just left Man City, got his badges and said, I'm going into management, you reckon he's going to be out going to a top job like Arsenal? No. But after he leaves Arsenal now, come what may, the job he's going to go into next is going to be better than what he would have got. And that's due to us. So we're improving you. And what are you doing for us? But he did improve. How? We haven't won anything. It's like you just want to see on the feast table, but you're not going to eat. You're just going to sit there with your belly making mad noises, your mouth dribbling, you're starving, but we're not going to eat, but we're just happy to be sitting at the table. That's what you're telling me, guys, and telling me that's competitive. No, it ain't. Like I said, I don't want to hear lazy arguments like go and support that team, or if you only want to win, why do you support Arsenal, bro? I'm 41. I'm an uncle. You can't tell me that. I'm not a young boy picking my team for the first time. It's a lazy argument. How about we actually give the customers some value for their money? How about we do that? Daniel's bigging up. AJ, big yourself up, mate. Big up Dan, man. Big yourself up, man. Thank you for passing through. Hope you have subscribed. What's going on? What's going on? Go on. Big up Mali, man. Yes, the Arteta FA Cup, but that doesn't allow 21 other trophy. 20, that's what I'm trying to say. Half a decade, guys. We ain't even been to another final since then. Like, we ain't even got the runners-up medal for the final to say that we was there. At least that'd be something to hold in your hand, innit? Because the second places that we're getting at the moment, it's intangible. There's nothing to hold on to. You heard me. Tottenham ain't getting in Mbeumo, unfortunately. Damn. Who's your targets then, Dan, man? Do you guys think that you're going to be serious this summer? I did do a couple of streams previously where I was talking about Frank, talking about his potential. He has got very good potential. What do you think of the manager? Not all Tottenham fans are happy with that. What are your targets? Big yourself up, Dan, though, each and every time, man. You want to know something? I would much rather Adam Wharton over... Bro, so would I. So would I. Premier League proven, right? If we're not going to go and get Rodrigo or Eze, then we need to be looking at Semenyo and even players like... I'd still take a punt on Lookman. I still would. But if you went and got me Semenyo, someone like that, I know what you can do in the Premier League. Zero says, why are projects who we want to sign takes years without progress? Works only took a meet up and 2 weeks of no. But that's what I'm trying to say. Great point, Zero. And that's works. And look at the money involved as well. Look at the clubs involved. If you're serious, you can get it done. That's it. The Saudis prove that. Whenever they want something, they put the money down. Everyone's got their price. And if they want it, they get it. It's that simple. Whenever they buy a club, they look after their investment. They spend their money. They get the players they want. And it's that simple. It's only with Arsenal we have to become accountants. We have to become psychologists. We have to become the apathizers, always being sympathetic. We have to understand Arteta's like family. Why would you do that? It's a business, bro. Anyway, look, we're getting below 10 now, guys. So that's showing me that we're not getting too much traction today. I'll get through these last comments. I'll see if we can send you on to anyone. It's not going to be a long one today. It's not going to be a long one today. You know, barely got above 25. It's not bad. It's not bad. Big up everyone that did come in. I always appreciate that. Big up everyone that has smashed the likes. Look, 26 likes. Not bad. Playback gang, we're gonna have to try and get that to 30. You want to know something? I would much rather Paulinia, bro. Want him for years than Zurich, bro. That's what I'm saying with our club. 21 century football. I read that out. Mashed up potatoes. I don't know what's that. What? That might be about Bertie Blue, though, innit? Big yourself up, man. Big yourself up. When we get our next manager, oh, I forgot. Do you want to know something? When we get our next manager, he gets 2 years, bro. The life cycle of football, bro. Maybe 2.5 years. Or what? You're not doing it. All right, cool. If you're doing some things along the way that gives confidence, you make a few finals, or you ain't won the league, but you pick up a domestic cup. This is what gets you credit. This is what saying, no, we know this guy can get us across the line. Let's just be a little bit calm, and then we've got a reason to be calm, right? Huh? Because if Arsenal was to go out and start making some intent, and I ain't even saying words, but you could have got Gyökeres, you could have got Eze, you could have brought Zubimendi in. You think Arsenal fans wouldn't have been happy with that? Do you think everyone would still be moaning and things like that? No. We'd be looking forward to the season. We'd be looking forward to every new day, every new story. Are we going to get more players? You know, now we can get excited. Now let's get these players before pre-season, because that's when we needed them. Man City already started their pre-season last year, or this year actually, in January, I should say. But you know what I mean, last season. Not Arsenal though. And this is why I feel like we're going to get left behind. Big up Mali. Coot settings are wild. I don't know what that's about. What is that about? What are you talking about? Is the internet going mad? Are you talking about the frog in the throat? That's because I smoke herb though. You know, man don't do this class A thing, bro. Definitely not. But big up, man. But I don't mind the banter. I just don't understand what it was. Man said Coot. I'm thinking what? Coot, you know, with his snoot. I don't know. Coot on the toot. I don't know. Obviously, he's doing the delivery stuff. Maybe the internet's messing up. I just saw another flash. So I don't know, guys. The assembled saying, AJ, if we buy Gyökeres, he's going to replace Martinelli, who will be sold to recoup the outlay. So squad remains same size and no depth. There's that as well. If we bring in 3 players, but yet Partey, Zinchenko, and someone else goes, then we literally got the same numbers, right? Apart from a couple of low knees who might come back. And as Shane said, Bert might be saying, coach, work with what you've got. He might. We just never know. We just never know. Big up the assembled though. Always appreciate you. Broski, AJ saying, just to put that out there, my top 3 manager I want is Luis Enrique, Hansi Flick, Inzaghi, in that order. I'd take all of them, bro. Oh, Inzaghi, talk about Simone Inzaghi. He just got beat 5-0. I don't care about what, one game and you're writing them off. Most of those people, are you going to take Eddie Howe? Because how many times has he scored Arteta? Are you going to take Eddie Howe then? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on. But yes, I like that list, my bro. Big yourself up. AJ saying the assembled. I fully believe if we get Victor Gyökeres or Sesko, means Kai left wing. I don't care, bruv. I don't care. As long as we got a gunman in front of the goal, he will definitely try and squeeze Kai in somewhere. He definitely will. But he won't even do anything different. He won't even do anything different. You know, like certain games at home, when we're coming up against a team that we know is going to do low block and things like that. Why are we not just playing 1 holding midfielder and 2 attacking midfielders? Things like that. And I ain't got my badges. I don't get paid 15 million a year. Big up AJ, man. Views, I definitely don't say this enough, but hey, my bro, man, thank you, man. Thank you for coming through all the time. You get me? Thank you for always putting links and always putting your little message about it helps me out. It does. Thank you. Thank all of you guys that come in to fuck with me. Because as we've seen today, there's plenty of other people. There's plenty of people that, you know, Curtis, when Curtis goes live, everyone's going to go over. He's one of my favorites. I'm trying to be like him. You understand? Not like AFTV. That's not the dream for me. Dan Potts, Turkish, Curtis, Lee, things like that. Not the football terrorists, not AFTV, deluded. You know what I mean? That's but thank you. But thank you, man. Thank you, man. Big yourself up, my bro. There's Hammers football. See, for things like that. Thank you, my bro. Thank you. You want to know something? We sacked all scouts in COVID and bro still ain't replaced them. We got the dinner lady going. Man like Rashid saying Wagwan Kwame or Kwame, I should say, big yourself up. Make sure you're going to man saying yo views link. Do you know what? I was gonna do it, bro, and because I've taken so long to get to this, it's 2:30, so I was only gonna stay on for another 5 minutes. Obviously, the numbers are going up and down. I know other people are online. You know what I mean? And like when we get below 10, then it's like, yeah, maybe it's time to end the stream. So yeah, but there's your link. So make sure you guys are clicking it. Go show my bro Rashid some love. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow anyway. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably be back tomorrow at about 12:30 actually. So a little bit earlier. So even if Shane don't finish, I don't want to mess up his thing, but I'm just gonna have to start a little bit earlier, just so I can have 2 hours block. So I'll be able to do from 12:30 until 2:30. Then my daughter and the ball and chain, and then everyone starts coming through the door. Or I might stay at 1 o'clock, but just do the intervention upstairs. That way I don't get disturbed and it can go on a bit longer. But as I always say to you guys, this show will go on as long as you guys keep putting fuel on the fire. Always minimum about an hour, but it could be 2 hours, it could be 4 hours, it could, you understand, it could be anything depending on you guys. If you give me fuel for the fire, topics, you want to come on and chat. Today is too late though, because it's already 2:30. So I am literally going to be finishing up the stream very soon. Love my hey, it's always love. Listen, you are always welcome. You know this, my bro. More than a lot of other people, but I was gonna go to about 2:30, and here we are. But tomorrow, if you're around, I would love to have you on. Everest, Vigilante, anyone that wants to come on. We had E. Ross on here, The Assembled. You guys are welcome to come on. It's basically use lot show. You know what I mean? You put the topics in, we talk about the topics. I might have one or two things to start with just to kind of get the ball rolling, and then it's up to you. The Assembled saying AJ doing that will ensure Skelly is left back. He'll leave, and so will Ethan. Remember, Madrid are interested in Skelly as well. But with Madrid, I'm not too. I mean, Skelly's got a year left on his contract, so with them, they might be in the ear, but with them, it's going to be like a tap up thing. That's what they do. I'm not too worried about it. But at the same time, if Skelly leaves and Ethan leaves and Saka don't sign, I'm not even going to be too mad, because maybe they're fed up of not winning, bro. Maybe they want something in their career. Miles Lewis Skelly doesn't strike me as a player who just going to be happy to coast in his career. Same as Saka. So we're going to see. We're going to see. They won't play him midfield. This will frustrate him. He'll be sold for like 100% profit, like Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Maybe. We know that we ain't got a good track record with the youth as it is, especially Arteta. AJ saying the assembled Theo Hernandez is available for 20 million euros. We should be all over that. Proper Kieran Tierney replacement and allows MLS left 8 exactly. Even if we was to go and get Tariq Mitchell, though, I don't think Tariq Mitchell's as good as Hernandez. I don't even think he's good as Miles Lewis Skelly, but he is he is a competent left back. You understand what I'm saying? He has got Premier League experience. He's better than Calafiori. He's better than playing Kivior there or Zinchenko. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he's free, the same as Ola Aina. This is boxing smart. When I say box smart, this is what I'm talking about. That's 2 players there. If you went and got Jonathan David as a backup striker, that's 3 players right there. Right there. Right there. Yeah, 3 players. So then you've only got to spend money on 3, and we've got 6. And then if you go and get a couple of loan players in, all of a sudden we got 8. We got depth. They don't all have to be world beaters, but they could have good Premiership experience or good quality, and they're going to come in and help the team. The same way Man United buoyed us off, little broed us. Oh, we need a striker. We need to win the league next year. Let's go and get 29-year-old Van Persie. And what happened? They won the league the next year. Chelsea, when they got their money. Ashley Cole. Man City, when they got their money, Nasri, Adebayor, Clichy, like the list goes on. Buoying off the lower teams in the league. That was us, little bros. All Premier League ready. They all went on to win something. Big up AJ. Here's that message I always talk about. Like the stream if you've not already, because it really does help me out. Subscribe as well, man. Please. 27. There you go. There you go. There you go. So we might actually get the 30. Throwback, playback gang. I need you to come in. I rely on you a lot, especially for my under the lenses. Because obviously I feel like I'm bringing guests to the channel and maybe people will be interested in them guests, but I don't know, man. I get better numbers for the intervention. So let me know. Let me know, guys, as well. Because I'm open to you guys' suggestions. If you want me to kind of stop the under the lenses, would you rather me try and do like panel stuff? Let me know, man. Let me know. I'd be very interested to hear what you guys say. You want to know something? Watch this club actually give him the woman's job one day. Yeah. Just because of the money he makes, Stan and Josh. Exactly. He's a very good worker. He's very good on PR. You want to know something? I fully believe that Arteta got so scared by the 93% bottle season. Yeah, I've said that. He might have PTSD. He might be traumatized. I hear it. But now it's at the detriment to Arsenal, though, in terms of us winning, in terms of us actually progressing. This season, we only progressed in a cup competition. In 2 cup competitions, actually. But for me, that's not an excuse because, like I said, Ange got sacked for the bread and butter, which is the league, even though he done what he done. But there you go. Big up for your comment, though. Big up the assembled. AJ Hernandez has that attitude problem. Again, more reasons. I wanted Cunha, guys. I wanted Cunha. More reasons why we can't get, but that player's got an attitude. I wanted Ivan Toney, but that player's got an attitude. So now, Arteta, you're making us miss out on market opportunities. You're now affecting Arsenal as a whole because of your bollocks, and we're still stuck in a mess with soy boys, players with man buns, soft players on big money who have done nothing to earn that money, not even win us anything along the way. So we're right back to that same position, guys, and you're acting like Arteta is Jesus. Honestly, like it's crazy. Big up AJ, big up the assembled. There goes Mali's link. AJ, man, big yourself up, man. Honestly, bro, you're doing the Lord's work. I really appreciate you, my bro. Big yourself up. The assembled, can you factually prove that because the excuse cost us Ivan Toney as well? I literally just said that, like about the attitude problem. Yeah, it was Jack Wilshere that finished that Norwich goal. That was bonkers as well. And we actually used to play like that. Even though we weren't winning all the time, we could actually still have some pride in our team because we played good football. What pride do we have now? Set piece again, ole, ole. What pride do we have now? We're playing for corners. We're drying the ball in semi-finals of the champs and doing long throws. We're trying to get a kangaroo because we play set piece football. It's the upside down. It's like the Twilight Zone. Like, what have I woken up into? It's crazy. Giroud Scorpion, it was good, but I always feel like there was obviously he went to try and do something, but I've just felt like it was proper lucky that it went in. With Bergkamp's goal, I don't know, man. I don't know. That was just the Iceman from start to finish. With Henri's goal, he chipped it up himself. He knew what he wanted to do. I don't know, man. Giroud's goal, very good, Mr. Robbo, though. Very good, that Scorpion. I think that was even in one of my I done a little clip and we were talking about Wenger ball and that goal featured in it. Very good, man. But yeah, like I said, I don't know, man. The Wilshere goal for me is probably between Henri and Bergkamp. Those 2 goals there. AJ said, I actually really like Ben White. Again, I think the injury has finished him. It has. That's why I'm saying keep him for centre back cover because him playing right back, it doesn't bang anymore. There's a big drop off. If we was to go and get Aina though, there wouldn't be a big drop off. If we was bad boys, well, I'm saying if we was bad boys, let me take that back because Jed Spence ain't going to be a free. But if we was bad, we're going to try and get Jed Spence out of Spurs. How about that? If we was bad, we would have tried to get Kane out of Spurs before he went to Bayern. But we ain't bad. We ain't bad. We got Ola Aina there on a free, and we're doing Stevie Wonder. Like we can't see. Like, is there any braille? Do you know what I'm saying? Arteta lacks common sense. And this is the entire problem. Well, there you go. Footballing wise, in terms of PR, in terms of how to sell himself in a job, in terms of arse licking, he is A1 because he's been here for over half a decade and we still ain't seen the back of him. Yeah, it assembled. That's big facts. Come on, guys. He said AJ Arteta will say it. He wants to win. Exactly. That's what you say, but then your actions prove different. 28 likes. Let's go, man. Just two more. Two. Let's get to 30 before we get out of here, people. Let's go. Big up AJ, man. Adjeri, again, I would read out your comment, but it's literally just the same thing. I always appreciate you coming in, my bro, but yeah, I can't just read the same thing over and over. Just to show the different standards, yet again, the Arsenal ladies are about to get the Liverpool captain, bro. As a squad player, there's levels, bro. They're moving mad. They're moving mad. Big up AJ for the link. Come on, man. Make sure you guys are crashing that link for Mali. Go and show him some love. AJ, Victor Osimhen wants 330k a week. Yeah, at this point, I'd pay it though. At this point, I'd pay it. And then someone said, "Oh, but Napoli still wants 60 million." Cool, but if there's no release clause, then we can pay that in installments, and I'd still pay it. I don't care because I need to win now. I'd still pay it. Couple of years, sell him on, or whatever. Even if we don't run out your contract, then I'd still do it. I'd still do it. Honestly, pay it, especially considering Gabriel and exactly, bro. Exactly, but over 500,000 a week we're giving to two guys who can't put the ball in the back of the net regularly. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Mali, of course, bro, every time. Come on, man. Rumors Osimhen swap with Nunes. Oh my god. If Osimhen goes to if Liverpool just get any striker that's competent, they could even get Sesko and I'd be worried. I'm worried already. They're my favorites, and I think Man City is going to be back next season, and Arsenal are going to turn into the Liverpool of the last couple of seasons. Like, we'll be the best of the rest. Maybe if we have a half decent summer. If we don't, then we're in a top 5. We're in top 6 battle, bro. How about that? Mali said mine was, I think, the FA Cup final versus Hull City. Yep. Big up Mali. My Jenna, big up the assembled. Something to watch. I noticed Saka was playing with his head down like Martinelli. Oh, it's how Arteta trains his wingers. In my opinion, Saka has reached his ceiling. There you go, bro. Post injury, I'm a bit worried about Saka myself. That's why I was like, yeah, go and get him, Mbeumo. Go and get him. If we can't get Sesko or Gyökeres, I'd rather go and get Mateta. He's younger than Watkins, I'm pretty sure. More physical than Watkins. I mean, Watkins is still a shout, but for the money that they want, I'd give Villa the 40 million today. Go away. I don't want this cat trying to come in the way, man. Honestly, resale value doesn't matter when they're a tax write-off. Well, there's that, but not even that. Resale value don't matter when our team is rubbish at selling players anyway, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've never been any good at it, buying them or selling them. So why should we care about resale value? Honestly, the assembled facts. Big up AJ, man. Saka has reached his ceiling under Arteta. However, under another or other managers, I think, or better managers, Saka, maybe if his injury doesn't crock how he plays, then maybe a better manager could give or get more out of him. Views, forgive my spelling mistake. No. Oh, dyslexia. Sorry. So no. Some people do it as well. Because if you type and you type quite fast, sometimes you hit the wrong shit. I do it all the time. I didn't know you had dyslexia though. So I'm not trying to, don't have to ever apologize about that. My son's got ADHD. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I never dunk on the disabled, but when I talk about the disabled, I might say disabled, or sometimes I've even said spastic, and people have called me out for that. You shouldn't say that. And I'm like, sorry, man. I'm just from that era. I'm from the era where people like me, mixed race, were getting called half caste. And that's actually disrespectful. But even I would say it. Oh yeah, half caste. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm just from that era, bro, but I don't mean any disrespect, and I'm not trying to shit on anyone with any type of disability, and you definitely don't have to apologize, my bro. 100%, man. 100%. Views that different fair. Okay. You actually go to the ladies' games. Fair play. I will take nothing away from it. You can celebrate just like that then. Exactly. And I'm not saying that you can't. It's Arsenal, innit? If Arsenal achieve something, it's like the Arsenal ladies. If the men achieve something, it's not like to say the ladies ain't gonna celebrate or any women's fan is not gonna. You understand what I'm saying? For me, I just because I don't watch the women's game. So I'm not gonna sit there and say to Tottenham fans, that's not gonna be me. I'm sure you won't even do that, even though you've got a right to, because you actually go and you actually watch the matches. Maybe we should do that next season, guys. What are we telling? What are we saying? What are you telling me? Ladies watch alongs. Because when I'm doing the men's, it's boring. I call it, community service. I'm trying to stop myself falling asleep. Maybe we should just do the women's. I don't know. AJ, this is what the assembled saying: if you keep playing young players too much, it stops their development, and by mid-20s they develop injuries. Yep, that's what's going to happen to Yamal if not careful, and they burn out because they need rest. What Arteta is doing is going to leave problems when he leaves. Yeah, running them through the ground. And I'm not saying, look, like people are like, Ethan Wanyeri was involved in like 30 odd games this year. It's enough football. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. If you minute manage wise, he could have had more football because we actually needed him to come on in certain games because we needed that type of a player. We needed goals. But there is many good points here. Many good points. But listen, guys, I've just had a little message that the ball and chain is 5 minutes away. Big up Gary. Don't waste the trip. Please make sure you go and subscribe to Broski as well. 29 likes. We never quite got to 30, but we did get to 20. So big up your shoes and socks. I'm pretty sure we'll get 30 plus with the playback, hopefully. Like and subscribe. Yeah, please, man. And big up Gary as well. Go and subscribe to his channel. Let me see who I can move you guys onto. I'm sorry if I missed any comments, but the time flies, innit? I'm thinking tomorrow I might just have to start at 12:30, or I'll start from upstairs. Then I won't have to cut it short. But big up everyone. Big up your shoes and socks. Let me see who we can pass you guys onto, man. Curtis came on, and that's always a bomb when he comes on. So I know loads of people would have gone over there. Let's see who is doing their thing at this point. And we are going to be back at 7 p.m. for the Under the Lens with Carl Walsh Gunner. So please come and show us some love. Please come and show us some love. Deluded's live. He don't really need the help though. Troops is live. Curtis is live. They're probably thousands. They don't need the help. But there you go. Footy Reacts TV. Let's send you over there. So when you go over there, guys, Footy Reacts TV, Views Raid, go and show him some love. He's a Liverpool fan. He's talking about transfers, some Romano stuff. So, yeah. So go over there, Views Raid. Nothing but love to all of you. I hope you have a great day today. We will be back at 7 p.m. So please come and join me for the Volcano Under the Lens. And we'll be back with another intervention and another Under the Lens tomorrow. Views Raid, people. Get over there. Views Raid.